Hello, YouTube. Your boy Elwood here. Time for a Power Rangers Super Megaforce review. And here's a review inside the driver's seat. This episode is all about, go say to test a wormhole. And tell the Rangers that they should not check it out because it looks like a trap. But the Rangers go anyway, and then we see them go inside the wormhole. Professor Clock from RPM is back, and he's laughing because his plan is working, and he working a plan to get the Rangers stuck in the wormhole so he could take over, and then the Rangers are in the worm into the wormhole, and they find this thing, the Turbo Falcon Megazord. Turns out Professor Clockwork's plan was to release the Turbo Falcon's Zord so that way it could distract, so it could sing a single to the command system. That way the Rangers can go check it out, so they could get stuck in the wormhole and he take over. So anyway, they're trying to they found it and try to calm it down, Anyway, then we go back to the Earth, and Professor Clockwork started to take over and the Armada to test them on the monitors. And like, who is he? Who he think he is? And like, who he think he is? Try to take over the world. That is my job. And so the whole Armada went down to Earth and tried to defeat Professor Clockwork. Professor Clockwork. Professor Clockwork. Professor Clockwork. And to defeat Professor Clockwork, and Ghost is all like, and then then we go back to the wormhole. The Rangers are trying to find a way to calm down the Turbo Falcon Zord, and Jake decided to pull a microphone and see he could calm them down. It worked for a little bit, for a minute, but then it almost worked. But then Rangers decided to go chase after him, and anyway they go Megazord mode. They combine all the Zord to the Megazord, and Megazord, and they managed to jump on the Turbo Falcon Zord and calm them down. They finally tell them, and then Ghost is like, Rangers is a trap. I don't know how to get you back. And they all worry. And then the Turbo Falcon Zord decides to punch a hole, decides to create another world by punching the wall. He decides to punch the wall or something and create another wormhole. And the Rangers escape, and then they go down to defeat Professor Clockwork. And they went a legendary mode RPM, which makes perfect sense because this is Professor Clock. It would make sense because Turbo Falcon Sword. It makes sense because last week they didn't go Ninja Storm. They unlocked Ninja Storm Sword, but they didn't go legendary Ninja Storm power. So anyway, they beat Professor Clockwork. Then they go Megazord mode again. They unlock the power of the RPM. They combine with the Turbo Falcon Sword. And they form legendary RPM Megazord. It was great to see that. Anyway, they defeat Professor Clockwork once and for all. He's gone. I hope. I don't know. And they win. Super Mega win. Turbo Falcon Megazord goes back to his dimension. And whenever the Rangers need Turbo Falcon Megazord, they get this. Call anytime you want to. Then and the Rangers are like, how are we gonna get back to the command center? They try to pitch a ride with this farmer on the tractor, but they ain't know. He's like, and this farmer's like, I ain't doing that again. And then the Rangers like, and then they have to walk And then Jake stepped in some mud. I hope it was mud. He stepped in something. I hope what he stepped in was mud. But anyway, they all laughing at Jake and Super Mega win. That's pretty much it. Whole episode. I really enjoyed it. It's great to see the Falcon Falcon Megazord. I was kind of confused on why they brought Professor Clark back, but anyway, it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode just like I did, and because that's it. I don't forget to leave a comment in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next week for another Super Power Rangers Super Megaforce review. See y'all next time. Bye.